We're at the donut spinning area of the property, and we're going to try out traction control type stuff. So first thing we'll do, we're in off-road mode to maximize the chance of flipping over, and we'll lock the back axle. That locks immediately, very nice. And we're going to turn traction control off. So this truck doesn't really have the option that's back on. If you hold it down for 5 seconds, nothing additional turns off, unfortunately. But I've been told that there's a way to use tow haul mode in conjunction with that to really turn it off. So we'll see if that is the case. That'd be phenomenal. Let's see what happens. Traction control light is flashing. It's doing a donut, but it's cutting power. But it's doing a pretty successful donut. Rear diff stayed locked, which is good, but as you can see, it started to lower the suspension, so it's down into normal mode now. And the reason it did that is because my tires exceeded 15 miles per hour, but the rear diff stayed locked, which is good. I was worried the diff was going to try to unlock. So let's do that again and pay attention to our miles per hour and see if the rear diff will stay locked over 25 miles an hour if we're sliding. I think ride's pretty good. So again, gonna stop, power brake a little bit. So we're over 25 miles an hour. The rear diff is staying locked. You can see it cutting the power. So it's going between first and second gear there. Let's try the hack that I was told about where I can turn on tow haul mode. So now I got tow haul mode on and traction control off. Let's see if this does the thing that we need, which is turn traction control completely off. It did upshift. Nope. Feels like that was bullshit because it just cut the power. Yeah, even with, so it seems like it's upshifting earlier with tow haul mode on. Man, this is a heavy truck. It's really tearing up my yard. All right, let's try it one more time. Tow haul mode seems to be making it worse, if anything. Interesting. Yeah, it's upshifting earlier in tow haul mode and cutting the power more. See if I can downshift it. Okay, now I've got it locked in first gear and it's just cutting the power like crazy. So this little gear limit switch thing, you can only do it once you're moving. So if you set it, now that I've got it, I was moving, I set it, I can set it 1, 2, 3, 4. So even in first, right, so it's locked in first gear, it seems like it's cutting the power. So keep it on the RPMs. Do that again. Yep, see? So it's like the Jeep where you can lock it in there, but as soon as you get near the rev line, it'll cut back on the RPMs. But it did stay in first gear and the back diffs did stay locked the whole time. And that was with tow haul mode on and traction control off. So let's go back to just traction control off and see what happens. Man, this is really tilling up this ground. All right. Staying in first gear, that's good. And then it cut the power. I don't feel tow haul mode does anything, but I'm very thrilled that the rear differential is staying locked and that it's staying in first gear. But traction control is not being turned all the way off, unfortunately. We go to four-wheel drive, which you can just shift to four-wheel high whenever. You have to go to neutral for low. So we're in four-wheel high, and then I tap this button, traction control off, traction control on. If I hold it down for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've got everything off. Auto emergency braking, EAB, and available ESC off. So I can enter ESC off mode only in four-wheel high. I can't do it in two-wheel high. That is real annoying. I'm not sure why they did that. The manual doesn't tell you that. The manual is kind of generic for different models. But allegedly, some models get it, some models don't. What I've seen more and more on the Dodges is that on my rental cars and stuff lately, you cannot turn the traction control completely off and the ESC system off in two-wheel high. So, a little disappointing, not the end of the world. You just gotta do four-wheel drive drifts, and we all know how well that worked out for me last time I did that. So I'm just gonna drive around a little bit to clean off the tires. So now we're in normal mode, which, as we know, is lower in the rear than in the front, but ride's pretty good in normal mode. Aero is the most comfortable.